Hello YouTube, this is James, also known as Snake445704. This video is going to be talking about what I want to see in the F1 2013 season.
I take this ride and just drive. I wanna be the only one to make it to the light.
So I had to think about it and looked at a couple of points here and there, looked back at the last year's, the 2012 season, and came up with 7 points that I like to see. So we'll start with 1. This is a bit biased, but I want Hamilton to win the championship against a runner-up, Alonso. Now, if Hamilton were to win the championship, it would be a shock for a start, because he joined a Mercedes team which many people don't expect them to do very well. And if they did, and somehow Hamilton became the champion, he's got the talent for it, it would be an amazing season. And it would stop the dominance of Vettel and the Red Bull. And on to that point, number 2 is I want Mark Webber to dominate Vettel. Now, I think Mark Webber has not been doing well since 2010, to be honest. I think he has a lot more talent, and I think there are races where he can completely beat Vettel. Unless if it's team orders, he might let Vettel through, making him, obviously, he should be the number 1 driver, Vettel. So, but what I do want to see is Mark Webber challenging Vettel for the fight of the championship, which makes things a lot more exciting. So if it got to the last race, if I was Mark Webber and I was planning to overtake the championship rival Vettel, I won't be going with team orders and letting him through. So yeah, that would be good to see. Next, number 3 is I want Marussia to score at least 1 point. Now, yes, the Marussia car is terrible, but I looked at testing and I thought the Marussia car has improved quite a lot, to be honest. Obviously, is it enough to get higher than 20th place? Can you get 19th, 18th, 17th? And crazy to get 10th, but if it's a really bad day on the race, there's a lot of wet weather, I don't see why they can't do it. I really don't. So, I don't know the other teammate in the Marussia, but I know one teammate who's in there, Max Chilton for Great Britain. He did the GP2 race, the race season last year. I think he got 2 race wins. I had a look up on it. So yeah, I look forward to see what he could do with the Marussia car, see if he can get some good positions in it. 4th reason, the 4th thing I want to see is Massa wins a Grand Prix. Now, at first, I didn't really like Massa, so I didn't really want him to do well in his F1 career. But he is a good driver. He is a good driver, and I've grown to like him, and it's got to the point where is Massa going to stay at Ferrari? I mean, I think his contract only lasts 1 year, the season. They gave him the contract, and I don't really see him staying, unless if he does well. I think winning a Grand Prix is key, and getting some more points closer to Alonso. And if they win a Ferrari Constructors Championship, Ferrari win that, I don't see why Massa would be removed from the team. So that's what I want to see. Massa wins a Grand Prix. Number 5 is Perez to fail badly at McLaren. Now, I don't hate Perez that much, and it is a little biased again. I do like Jenson Button because he's a Brit and everything, but I just don't think he's ready. I mean, just because he got a couple of podiums, he didn't do well near the end of the season. I just don't see him doing well. And the McLaren car was completely unreliable last year. I mean, it was the most unreliable car I've ever seen, the McLaren. And I do like the McLaren team. So, who knows what will happen. With Jensen, will he do better than Perez? Again, we have to wait and see. What I want to see is Perez not to do well at McLaren and see someone else take that seat instead. Number 6 is more epic Kimi Raikkonen interviews. Now, I don't know if you've seen the testing in the F1 Barcelona test. Kimi Raikkonen was doing an interview. I think I don't know his name, but one of the Sky Sports interviewers said to him, "Is your hunger for a second World Championship, do you hunger for it as much as you did when you won the first one?" And Kimi Raikkonen's like, that was it. That was it. That's all he did. He just shrugged and walked away to the other interviewers, and he got completely owned there. I mean, but that is a stupid question. Come on. I mean, why do you think he's returned to F1? He doesn't return to F1 because he doesn't want to win a championship. Of course he does. That's why he's returned. He wants to prove himself and become one of the great legends. So, yeah, I do like Raikkonen. He's a very great character. Final reason, number 7. This is probably the most ambitious of the lot, I'd say, is De Resta to get a podium finish in the season. Now, De Resta, in his 2 seasons of F1, I think they have been average. Not brilliant, but average. Would you say he's number 1 driver? I'd say no, because they brought Adrian Sutil back, the Force Indy team, and I think Adrian Sutil is the lead of that car, the lead of the team, the number 1 driver anyway. So yeah, I mean, to see De Resta get a podium, I think it will increase his confidence, become more of a risk taker, become more of a quicker driver, because at the moment he's only getting the objectives done. He's only achieving what's meant to be done so far. There's no real talent as of yet. So if he were to say if there was a free seat at Ferrari, I don't see him going there because I think he needs to improve a lot more. So that's what I think. So thank you for watching, and the F1 2013 season starts on the 17th of March, and it starts at 6 in the morning UK time, and qualifying's the day before. I think it's a bit earlier, 5 in the morning or something, and you got the Friday's practice, which starts a lot earlier, like 2 or 3 in the morning, and that's on a Friday in the morning. So thank you for watching YouTube, and I think I'll be doing a review of the Melbourne race. This is Snake 445704 signing out.